Hello, I'm Pavel. I'm development team lead. Today I want to show how I use AI automate routine work. AI to automate um, routine work and free up some time for real coding. If you have a questions, drop them in the comments. I'll answer the most popular ones later. So. Uh, We use AI to write code, but a lot of developers' time it's not about coding. We should do backlog grooming. We should write user stories. We should write technical tasks, set up sprint boards, review pull requests, of course, and I think AI tools can help us to handle that. Uh, of course, we need some setup to do this. So today I will show you three workflows I implemented with AI tools to do routine things faster. And let's start from initial setup. Uh, so for this, of course, you need your project. In ideal, you should keep all configs configurations in your main repo, and you should pick up your agent. It could be Claude Code, GitHub Copilot CLI, Open Code, etc. And the main idea is that you should provide to agent as much access to your data as you can. Um, so you can use different MCP servers for your systems, for Jira or Azure DevOps or Asana or any else like board and wiki you're using. In case you have the same issue as me, you should use CLI tools because MCPs are prohibited on our project by customer. Um, yeah, anyway, there are CLI tools, version of tools for Playwright, for Azure, for Figma. So you need to integrate these tools in your repo. For this, you should uh, add description for all tools into context files, for example, CloudMD, and describe all available systems, tools, project structure, and everything else. And of course, if you keep your setup, your tools, skills, and agent files in your repo, you can share this with the team, and they can reproduce your workflows. So my key findings, I think that as I mentioned before, it's better way to give agent a context is to uh, give him everything he may need, like boards, wiki, documentation, and create a download skills to allow like smoothless usage of these external tools, um, and with clear description, with special skills, because there are different cases when agents intended by default not to use appropriate tools, and that make your work slower and results unpredictable. Personally, I prefer to keep as much as documentation as I can in repo because it's easiest way and not require any additional MCPs, skills, CLIs, which will consume more tokens. Um, um, Very important thing is keep your agents file updated, and it's a good practice update agents file once per sprint, because we are working on our repos, we add in new microservices, new files, and it will be very useful for agent to uh, understand what changed and what happens right now. And like small tip, from my perspective, it's better to use personal access tokens for all tooling you trying to use, because login into 5 different systems, CLIs, etc., every day, every morning, it's really boring. Oh, so let's discuss a bit about first workflow. It's a sprint planning. I think it takes a lot of time, and uh, we have a lot of capacity, a lot of possibilities to automate these workflows. Of course, I'm not giving agent um, the freedom to decide how to write requirements, but I prefer to focus on requirements, on technical tasks, on technical description, not on board grooming, requirements, tasks, linking, etc. So I think for sprint planning, it's a lot of manual work, and if you're development team lead and you should prepare next sprint with different user stories, requirements, tasks created by architect, by business analysis team, etc., it's quite difficult to figure out what actually ready, what's not ready in case of big teams. So here is my small automations. Of course, for security reasons, I can't share my real workflows from my project repo. So I created a Asana board just because it's free. And as you can see, I created a few sprints, few user stories with different acceptance criteria, assignees, story points estimations, and I intentionally omit some of story points, assignees, and acceptance criteria to demonstrate you a few comments for Claude I implemented. So here, as you can see, I'm running the first one, which helps me to fetch all user stories with missing acceptance criteria. This command accepts argument as argument a sprint number, and it's doing a call into the uh, Asana using a built-in Asana MCP, and as you can see, it correctly identified um, the user story with missing acceptance criteria. Uh, and then, of course, you can um, do some more complex queries using yet another command. I build in a bigger report with all user stories which require some attention uh, before sprint start, with missing requirements, with missing assignees, with missing descriptions and estimations. And of course, this small queries It illustrates just one thing: how you can interact with the board and how you find missing user stories, and then you can uh, address these issues with another commands to AI tool. These commands looks pretty simple. As you can see, you can create them using your preferred AI tool. It contains like small description for you, model you want to use. Of course, Haiku cheaper in this case because it's pretty simple work. We use agent, just a CLI wrapper to do some queries, and uh, here you can see it's nothing special. For your board, for your um, uh, task board, Jira, it can look a bit another way because, for example, we don't need any of these constants for Jira. We have built-in fields for everything. And yeah, anyway, results will be pretty simple and mostly the same. Um, so what else we can automate using these or uh, such kind of commands or skills you can configure. So we can identify user stories with missing acceptance criteria. We should identify relations. We can identify relations between user stories and find the correct implementation sequences will be very useful in case of some user stories you not you was created by architects or by another stakeholders and you was not involved in the creation. You can generate acceptance criteria using project documentation, using your even your project code base as a context. You can uh, do some reporting, calculate story points per development per developer in the sprint. You can create a report with completed user stories, with uncompleted user stories, generate some lists and reports for demo session, etc. The next task should be automated. It's code review. It also consumes a lot of time if you have a big team, and I believe it's uh, responsibility of each team member to participate in code review and to be familiar with the code your team delivering. But of course, in case of review 10 pull requests per day, or in case of really big pull requests, you should try to like cut the corners and save some time here too. And AI reviewers can help you with this. Personally, I prefer two-step review workflow, which I implemented using Skill. And these two steps, the first step includes just a regular query for agent to review PR with a number as an argument, and then um, agent returns to me all findings as a numbered list. I'm reviewing this list. I'm um, focusing on pieces of code um, I think questionable, and then I ask an agent to publish comments for the issues from the list. I'm just push in a number, so publish 1 to 5. Um, or if I'm not sure that agent identified problem correctly, I can ask him like to what it should publish actually. And this workflow can be implemented different ways, but my idea is that you shouldn't take as a given your default agent or uh, code reviewer skills built in your tool. You should create your own because this allows you to provide your code conventions, your project specific patterns into the context of your agent during the review. So you can, for example, describe what areas is machine generated and shouldn't be reviewed at all, and your and other preferences. And the last point where I doing some automations using AI is personal productivity. Um, I personally using AI tool with Obsidian because Obsidian is a like note-taking tool, uh, like um, one. Like Notion or like different other tools from Microsoft. And the main benefit that you're using just a markdown files and file system, and it's a really good point of integration with CLI tools like Cloud Code, like Copilot CLI or OpenCode. And I identified few tasks I can automate using these tools. Uh, for example, collection of undone, unchecked tasks from checklists from previous days, because it's a regular case. You wrote a checklist with 10 points, but only 9 was finished, and then you should cherry pick this checklist into next day. Also, for me, I have a lot of calls, and I think a lot of notes um, collected after these calls, like just line in appropriate section of my notes, and it's very difficult to run through all these notes and find what actually necessary in some cases. So I created a few workflows, a few automations I will demonstrate. So here you have um, just a Obsidian repo I created for this demo. As you can see, it's my everyday format of everyday note. So we have to do here, and we have remarks, which contains different sections, I don't know, from different calls, etc. And um, now I'm running a slash command for Cloud Code, which cut each section from remarks and identifies the folder in my vault which this node fits properly, and propose me a table where I can verify if I think this is a correct placement of this node, and approve it. And after my approval, it just cut every note as a single markdown file with the date and the valuable title, and put it into the appropriate folder. So this makes possible a reuse of these notes in next work. And let's imagine you have a lot of daily notes with some unchecked undone tasks from previous week, and that's also my problem. So I also created a command to um, collect all unchecked tasks from previous week and put it into new today's daily file. So as you can see, it identified these um, tasks and created today's um, daily note. Also, it collected all notes from um, previous day and moved it to the lastest daily notes. So all previous notes can be removed, and yeah, that's a command I'm starting my day now, just collecting all things I missed, I haven't done before, and carry over it to my current checklist. um, so talking about the things, how to use all these notes we extracted from meeting notes. We can use it as them as a agent context to create then documentation, to create then some presentations, or even just summarize them and you use it somehow for to remind what you discussed previously. Oh, okay. So the takeaway. Um, AI in my workflow doesn't replace my judgment and my expertise. It's just doing a routine work as like some wrapper for CLI tools, and it fetches data, processes data for me. But in general, I'm still using my expertise, but I'm focusing not on moving tasks on board. I'm focusing on their content and requirements, etc. So thank you all for your attention, and now I'm ready to answer your questions. Uh, Actually, there are some markets where you can download skills. I personally prefer like just do a research uh, using like Perplexity. I'm searching persons who already created something like this. I'm inspecting the repo, and they create my skills based on their experience. Also, we have plugins for example, for Claude, but if I understand correctly, the main problem for them that some of them are kind of viral or violates rules, and there are no clear mechanisms to prevent this. So I think you should just um, identify your task, do some research about another people experience, and you can implement all these skills, commands, etc. Using your AI tools. I think it's the best way to do things. Uh, yes, of course. So Copilot CLI supports skills, and as I know, um, Codex started support skills from March. I'm not sure about OpenCode for now, but mostly all agents um intended to use skills. Even OpenClaw now uses mostly the same skills as Cloud Code, so it requires probably some adoption, but that should work. Okay, so thank you for your questions. Thank you for your attention. And here is my contact. So feel free to drop your comments, questions in under the video in the comments, or you feel free to write me an email. I will try to do my best to answer you timely. And thank you all. See you soon. Bye bye.